Jai Bodhi, good morning students. Today we start with the topic New Kings and Kingdoms. In this chapter we learn about the emergence of new kings and kingdoms and the administration, economy and the social life during this period. The three topics are new kingdoms in North India, new kingdoms in South India, and invaders and battles during this medieval period. The 7th century saw the rise of landlords, which are known as Samantas, in different parts of the Indian subcontinents. In due course of time, these kingdoms acquired power and wealth and asserted their independence to establish their own kingdoms. The beginning of medieval Indian history was marked by a long drawn struggle amongst the Gurjar Parihar of Malwa, the Rashtrakutas of Deccan and the Palas of Bengal to establish their supremacy over Kannauj. Because Kannauj became the central of all political developments in North India during the period of King Harshvardhana. Emergence of new kingdoms. Gurjara Pratihara, who established their kingdoms over western and central Rajasthan and some part of the central of India. The Gurjara Pratiharas also resist the Arab incursions. Incursion means attack from the Arabs. There are the powerful rulers such as Nagbhatta I, the founder of dynasty Gurjara Pratihara, and Vatsaraja and Raja Bhoj. Raja Bhoj established the largest empire in northern India with Kannauj his capital. During his period, he issued silver coins with the mark of Varaha on the Panchmark. The Pala rulers' empire was founded by the Gopala and he extended his empire in the present day states we can say Bengal, Bihar, Orissa and Nepal. But there is constant conflict between these Gurjara Pratihara and the Rashtrakutas. The Pala dynasty extended their political boundaries with the help of Dharmapala and his son Devpala, who extended their territories including Kannauj, Orissa, Bihar, Assam and the northern India. The Rashtrakutas. The Deccan was a region which formed a link between the north and the south India. Specifically, Rashtrakutas have their area present day Maharashtra. The Rashtrakuta dynasty was founded by Danti Durga, and the Rashtrakuta word means Rashtra in Sanskrit, that is territory, and the Kutas means chieftain, means the leader of the people. But the capital of the empire was Malkhed near modern Solapur in Maharashtra. There were constant struggle with the Gurjara Pratiharas the Chalukyas, the Pallavas, the Pandavas, which are the southernmost powerful kingdoms. Gradually, this large tract of Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Malwa came to be included in the Rashtrakutas Empire. The great Rashtrakuta rulers were Govinda, Amogvarsha, Krishna, and the rock-cut cave temples of Ellora and Elephanta in the present-day Maharashtra are the part of this Rashtrakutas dynasty. Today we'll continue up to here. Tomorrow we'll continue the next topic. Thank you.